you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. In my energy paralyzed, I'm like I'm finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like a parent a message. You the best, if it ain't me, then you need you a confession. You a mess. You ain't scary to me. Heard you was the leader, but that ain't
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington football team and the Atlanta Falcons. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A first carry now. This is Matthews. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally wrestled down at the 11. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 64 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
On first, it's Matthews again. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
I'm wondering, partner, if they might need to sub him out for a play or two, because after that long run he just had on the previous play, he might not have all of his breath back.
Yeah, and they went right back to that well. Different result. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Here we go.
Now back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here's Matthews. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. To throw now in his own end zone. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. Pulled in at the 24. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase him.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Chase Young in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. 3.5 to go, first quarter. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington.
A gain of 15. First down, Washington.
Right back to him on first down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
following the pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down.
At the 16-yard line. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Washington.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Back at the 20-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
No gain on the play.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Myles Garrett in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was a crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw right side complete to Carter. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
Matthews will try and get him in. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Falcons 9. Washington, nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
27-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
And it's third down.
play action. They'll throw. And he finds McLaurin. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
A gain of 13 yards.
He'll look to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Gafford, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
Number 16.
Give him 32 on the play. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6.
The pass.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 6-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
3rd down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board. It's now 9-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
At their own 18-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
In his own 8-yard line.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. He's checking, he's hawk 70.
The throw over the middle, taken in. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
To number 84. That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 11.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off around the 27.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown.
Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word. Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word. Oski.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Going right side here, and that's complete. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain him.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
And that'll make this a 6-point game.
Makes the score Falcons 16, Washington 10. Set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Washington first down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Going for the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. Only took him 3 plays, and they're already in the red zone, just like that. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So it's first and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try to run this one in. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it second and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And now can they reverse the trend on third and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Looking to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And the half will begin with a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
Let's see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
It's 3rd down.
They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Dante Fowler in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. They'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
And that's another route the defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up, and he lost the football. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
He's going to go up top again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. They find some open field here. There he goes. And I think the ball's out. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. A quick throw complete into the flat out left. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up fourth down.
Washington going to send out their punter
as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
A 6 yard.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now this one complete on the slant route. Touchdown, Falcons! And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin. 3rd down here.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gross is now to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Falcons 37, Washington 13. Aldrich Rosa set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You're going over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Now a pass hauled in downfield. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Washington. Rico Gafford with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And Washington able to cut into that deficit.
Washington will line up for the 2-point.
Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they started. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Quarterback sack.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now back to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
89.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
4-yard loss.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
56. Check 56.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally down at the 41-yard line. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
The 41-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The Falcons on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Back to throw again. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. The 20. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons push further out in front. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff position? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big 4th quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Not much there, only a yard.
At the 26-yard line.
Second and 9 now. Oh, now a strip. He loses the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Switch. Tighten up.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to let it go again. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
Intercepted.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the interception by the Washington defense leads to a touchdown. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. They'll look to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Score Falcons 44. Washington 27.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And a good job here by the Falcons, their hands team, able to recover it. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
The Falcons on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They go play action here on 1st down. This one complete to Gafford. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. It's a gain of 35.
And the Washington 1st down.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw now on 1st down. And he's got it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19. They'll try to run this one in. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Now we've got whistles here before the snap, and I believe this is going to be on Washington.
A bad time for a false start penalty, as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. He'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
They'll try and run for it.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
A great effort there, with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game.
And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2.
They'll try and run it up the middle. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line.
The score, Falcons 44.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Falcons. And that should just about seal it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 10. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back 1 pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Rico Gafford, the intended target.
But it'll be 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Rico Gafford, the intended target.
But now it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Atlanta, they move ever closer to the perfect regular season as they run things to 14-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers.
Meanwhile, for Washington,
it's a late season stumble as they're going to fall to 12-2 on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Kick it and go. Kick it and kick it and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, go. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, go. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go.
Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft, watching me ball, soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them all, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do, sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew, you need to win, who need to win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine, they running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them.
With a stiff arm, spin move.